You know, I'm not gonna lie. So far, I'm loving this. I'm loving this world. Just what we're doing. I'm loving it. You can look at this. Just the feel for this. So good. Okay, I'm just making sure the volume's good. Oh my gosh. Ah. Why would you do that? Oh my god. But yeah, this is our world. We've got, you know, a good old store right there, as you guys saw. Actually, I don't think I was recording then, but there's a store right here. I just bought from it actually, for the first time. I actually just bought from the store, like legit, like. Yeah, this is the main square. But this is the main square of my part of town, or my part of the kingdom, right? Because this world is a joined project. I'm the one who started it, right? But I've been working on it with a friend of mine, really good friend. Oh shit, Michael Ottoson. I've done quite a lot on the world, but he's done quite a lot as well. I've done a shit ton for this world so far. Like just building wise, pathways, and you know, just things like that. I'm just gonna play this for a little while. I'm gonna record it and then have some fun. That's what the goal is here. And just showcase and kind of just show off this new world. It's all based behind the Elder Scrolls. That's kind of the concept idea. It's like a medieval, you know, hack and slash. I'm actually using an Elder Scrolls soundtrack. We're actually we're in Michael's part of the kingdom now. This right here. This is the divider, the wall. This is the market down here. Okay, so I made the statue, and it ended up looking like the copy paste shrugging emoji. If you guys know what I'm talking about, I think that's so funny. But it kind of fits. It, you know, it doesn't really, you know, not fit. Yeah, so far, this is the world. The world's a lot more complex than it looks. You know, it's you know, it does look pretty complex, but there's a lot more going on. You know, there's spawners, spawning enemies, spawning friendlies. There's places to go, things to see, things to loot. All scattered across the map. And of course this is a work in progress. This is not finished. I'll put that out there. This is not finished at all. We're going to keep this going for a long time is the idea. We're just going to keep on expanding and expanding on the world. And it's honestly, I'll tell you, the world it's huge. so far, everything that we've put into it, me and Autosun, and another friend of ours, Bo Data, he's helped a little bit as well. He helped, he put down a couple of houses that were his, and he helped with, me and him started a small town. Right now it's just a small town, but I intend on expanding on that as well. I might be able to visit that in this video. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I'm going kind of slow at it right now. There's multiple towns to visit. You know, there's many different areas to go to. You know, there's my area, there's Michael's area, as in like Michael's entire area over here, which I'm in right now, or Autosun, Michael. We're on his side right now. Just earlier over there where we came from. This is that's my side with the castle and everything else over there that we were looking at. There's a lot more in that direction and in that direction. Just there's a lot more in every direction. There's just so much to look at. It's gonna take a while is the thing. There's a lot to look at. We've put like a good few myself, I've put over 100 hours into this this world so far in just the last 2 or 3 months. Autosun, I'm just gonna say Michael. He's put a ton into this as well. But I've just put in a whole bunch. Just a lot of building and grinding and building the world and making it the way we want it. Yeah, this is another look at Michael's part. Taking a look around at one of his farms. He's got, you know, a big farm here, windmill. Got a stable over there with pigs, cows, horses. It's supposed to be mainly horses, but yeah. We've got Michael's castle, actually, just up here, which he's working on. Actually, he just finished it, actually. Stop saying actually, but he finished it, so. We can go take a look at that if we want to. Like I said, a lot to look at. There's plenty of places to go look around in the forest, where there's loot, there's caves, there's dungeons, there's castles, there's fortresses, you know. And there's going to be a lot more, of course. Like I was saying, we're going to expand a whole bunch, and it's going to be an insane, it's going to be a huge world. It's going to be, you know, if we're going to keep it going for a long time, which I'm intending to do, it'll be, you know, just as big as the map in Skyrim, right? Or bigger, you know, or almost the size, you know, somewhere around there more or less. It'll be around the size of this Skyrim map. And right now, if I go show you guys the world map, I can actually show you guys the entire layout of the map before we actually build it. Which I will go do right now, actually. Let's just take in the soundtrack here. Hopefully it's not too quiet. Okay, I should be ready. We've got one of, this is a general store on Michael's side. You can go here for all your general needs. All your general needs. Yep, that's his castle. It's a pretty good view. Pretty nice area. I like it so far. Head down here. we're actually going to make our way back over to my side. This video might be kind of long. I'm not sure how long I'm going to make it, but I just want to go around and look at pretty much everything. I actually want to go around and experience the entire world for myself in a real perspective like this, if that makes sense. There's also places to dive off of, like that and that. It's almost like Assassin's Creed. You can dive off into a certain spot, and there's actually loot you can redeem every single time you jump off. Or, you know, you can't really abuse it, you know, but every once in a while you jump off of this, you know, into a certain target. You land down into it, and you get loot. It's cool. I like it. I think it's a cool idea. So what were we doing? I forgot. We were going this way. There's a lot to look at. This is my castle, actually, which I live in. If I can remember where we're going, it should be this way. So, we are right here. This is where we are. So, how this is laid out, we've got... This is Michael's fortress where he's living in. He's got a castle, which this isn't updated. This is a whole castle, and this is only partial right here. We got... rest of his fortress. There's a village right here. We've got I'm looking at this correctly. So the market's right there. So there's a wall going like this, cutting right down the half. So this is my side, which goes... It's pretty much this whole area to the right of this big part right here that I'm tracing. And it goes off in that direction as well. Goes off this way. Goes off up here. Quite a lot. And we also have a lot over here, which this is Michael's first house. And he went on and built his part. Let's see here. Another village. Nothing too crazy, but you know, there are places to go to. We've got a village. We're gonna make some of them run down, you know, put enemies in them. I think that'd be pretty cool. Put loot around, because we're gonna put loot around the entire world. You know, there's a good amount of loot around in the caves and dungeons and just everywhere around this area. You know, but it's not complete at all. There's a lot of places that are still empty. Some places that, you know, have chests, but they don't have any currency inside them. You know, just things like that. You know, shops that are slightly unfinished. You know, just a lot of little things. And, you know, just a lot of expanding we have to do as well, which is going to be pathways and, you know, towns and places to go to, like dungeons and shit like that, which I'll show you in a second as well, as there are some of those. So what we're going to do next is... Well, what I'm going to do actually is continue to show you what's going on here. We've got... Let me do something here. Let's break the rules here of physics. So you guys get a better look here. Not as lit as I thought it was. So we've got... Going out the left side of the city, we've got this... thing, not thing, sorry, we have this pathway going out the left side, going to the west, if I remember right, west, yeah. It heads west, and it heads towards another town which we built. Me and Michael built this one. The town right here. You go down this very long and windy pathway. Long and dangerous. Lots of dangers. You know, there's still a lot to add, of course. There's so much work to be done as just one person. Because I'm doing, I'd say, a majority of the work. Because, you know, this was my world when I first started it. This is my idea. I'm really digging this as well, right? I'm really digging this. I think this is sick. I think it's pretty fucking awesome, actually. But, you know, still work in progress. So, we've got the West Passage, which is what it's called. Because our city is built in between this whole range of mountains, which we're gonna have to give everything names and shit like that. We're gonna have to draw up an actual map. We've got this range going all around the main city, or the central city. You could relate this city right here to the Imperial City in Tamriel. Is it? No, it's not Tamriel. It's is it Tamriel? What is it called? The place. It's Cyrodiil. Sorry, it's Cyrodiil. I'm a little rusty, but you know, the Imperial City in Cyrodiil. That's kind of what the idea is with this city. I'm still gonna make changes and make improvements and make expansions and you know, just more changes. It's already massive, you know, just the both of ours combined, but it'll be so much more with time to come within the next few months. This map will be probably, you know, at least 2 times as developed, right? Because there's a lot to do. So we've got this town over here, which I'll show off. I'll go over there actually. So you go down the West Passage and it leads to this town. We've got castles over here. I think we've got 2 castles over here, if I remember correctly. It's complicated the way I set it up. So we've got, yeah, this castle right here is connected to this town directly. And this one is just a castle I put there just because I wanted to. I'm probably going to put enemies in it or something like that. Put some loot in there, make it a dungeon. You know, dungeon castle, you know, fort, whatever. So that's a castle. That's a castle. That's the town I was talking about. And you go far north of this town, to the northeast, me and Fodata Cole, we built this town right here. It's a small town at the moment. We're going to make it a big city eventually, and I think we're actually going to connect it to that village now that I'm looking at it right now. The idea just came to me right now. This village right here will connect with the small town we've built so far. And it's a very, very cool town so far. It has a, kind of like the castle in the main city, which you guys saw. I think I showed it off. The main castle that I live in. I'll give it another look and show you guys, but it has a similar look, like the way it overhangs on a mountain and you can look down on the town, right? It has something similar to that, kind of like the castle here, right there. You can look down on this small area. It's going to be a lot bigger, of course. Going to connect there. We also have to make a trail. This idea just came to me as well, now that I'm talking about it and you know, showing it off. We should connect the trail directly from right here outside the front gate of this is town number 2 at the moment. We don't have names, proper names for everything yet. So this is town number 2. This is town number 1. I'm guessing this is gonna be town number 3, I guess. We're gonna connect town number 2 down here, this pathway. We're gonna go straight north. We're gonna connect it to town number 3, and then eventually it'll be huge, kind of like the main city. Maybe not as big, because I think this is gonna be, you know, expanded on a bunch more as well. This city is gonna be huge. Okay, but this one's gonna be pretty big as well. We've also got, this was a fortress, but Michael decided he didn't think it fitted. He didn't think it fit in the area. It's like a swampy marsh. It's a huge, just a bunch of lakes and rivers all connected here. You know, it's a swamp, right? But it looks so nice over here. It is an insane area. You know, it's an insane area. I can't wait to develop this area and show you guys it in a second as well, because it is amazing so far. There's some things we have to fix as well, but it is amazing so far. As I was saying, Michael didn't like the fortress for some reason. It looks totally fine. In my opinion, I think it looks totally fine. Fortresses looked, you know, a stone brick fortress, you know, with walls and, you know, a castle made of stone brick. You know, some buildings and, you know, towers, market, you know, the whole deal. It looks totally fine. You know, it looks slightly out of place, but that's because we haven't really polished it entirely yet, or I haven't. So we removed it for whatever reason. I thought it was fine. Doesn't matter. But we made it our own landscape here. We cleared it off and we actually added mountains. We added a path, or I added a pathway. Added grass, trees. But me and Michael, we made the landscape for this area over here, which I will show. I'm also going to have to make a pathway connecting from this area, which I plan on making a town in this area. In this general area. Actually, now that I remember, there's an underground town, underground city. Inside the lake. So yeah, it's a pretty fucking crazy world, I'll tell you that. There's a lot of really cool shit like that. Like an underground city. You know, I just think that's so cool. You can go into this lake and you can dive down into a cave, which will lead to an underground city, which is fucking awesome. It looks sick. I changed a little bit of it, but it looks awesome. Or I changed a little bit of it recently. It looks awesome. It's right next to where the fort used to be, which is where the landscape is. But we're just going to continue to expand in every direction, add towns and dungeons just everywhere across the entire map. You just have this giant map to just explore, and it's always gonna continue to grow over time as well. So it's always gonna be different. It's always gonna be changing. It's not always gonna be the same, right? It's almost like the Elder Scrolls Online, but not sucky. Because the Elder Scrolls Online, I didn't really like it that much. I have it. I don't really like it that much. Like the feel of it is weird. I think they should change it and make it feel a little more like Skyrim, but a little better than Skyrim. It's hard to explain. I'm not going to get into detail into it right now, but Elder Scrolls Online just feels weird to me. But yeah, it's kind of like that because it's always expanding and they're adding DLC and new areas and shit like that. It's, you know, it's expanding, right? It's always changing. And that's the idea with this, except it's just going to keep on going outwards, or we're going to add new worlds to travel to, right? You go to the border, let's say the border of this map. You go to you know, there's like mountains around the entire map or something like that, for example. You go to this checkpoint and then you're able to teleport to another area, for example. That's what we might do, so we don't have this just giant, you know, this giant world. But I kind of do want to keep it like this, honestly, to be completely honest. I want to keep it just like this. I just want to keep on going outwards so you don't have to teleport between worlds and travel. I'm calling it traveling, so it's not teleporting and it's weird and whatever. Like, you go to the border and you travel to the next area, you know, that's the idea. But I don't want that. I want to keep on going outwards and just, you know, going off like this. Anyways, we were talking about these towns connecting. We've got one up here, we got one right here. We're gonna have some other stuff going down over here. We're gonna develop some stuff on the right side here. We're gonna do some stuff up here. I imagine, as I was saying, we're going everywhere. We're gonna do something down here, I imagine. Something down here. Something down here. But yeah, anyways. Now let's actually keep it like this for now, because we are just looking around. So what I'm gonna show you guys next in person is the Northern Woods, which is just, I'm gonna call it that for now. The Northern Woods, which is the woods right above my main square, which is right above the main city right here. The Northern Woods is right here in this area, I believe. It should be just this whole area. Right where this fountain is. You can see it. Everything above this is the forest, pretty much. There's a lot to look at. There's a bandit den. We've got a windmill. We've got Data's new house. We've got a tavern for another tiny. We're gonna make a tiny little fishing town or something like that right here. There's a tavern right there with a bridge going to it. It's gonna be right there. And right over here we've got, I believe that is a little fortress tower. It's not very big, but you know there's zombies there, I believe, and you can go loot it and go fight some stuff. It's on top of a mountain. Wait, no, that's right here. That's that one right here. Okay. That one is either a castle or a fortress or something. I'm not really sure. There's a castle fortress right there. There's a den right here. We've got part of the main city. Like I was saying, it was branching out. It went off this way under the mountain. So going off that way. You can see it right there. We've got a village, which I connected the main city to right here, which is in the forest. Got, you know, the fortress I was talking about. Should have more bandit dens also. There's one right there, one right here. There's a lot of stuff going on. We've got, like I was talking about, we've got the Mages Guild. I don't think I actually brought it up. Maybe I did. There's a Mages Guild, which we have to make pathways to, going from here, going from here. It's gonna be the Mages Guild. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a Mages Guild. It looks awesome. I'll have to show you guys it, like everything else. It's gonna take forever, because there's so fucking much. I'm gonna mind my language now. But, yeah, there's a lot. We've got north of the Mages Guild, which is next to the West Passage. You know, the passage that goes west. So north of that, we've got this bandit den. It's like a bandit fortress, almost. It's pretty sick. You could have a pretty nice boss fight there with bandits, with whatever. It would be pretty sick. And there's also a giant tree, which is gonna be, it's like a dungeon tree. The dungeon bandit tree. We're gonna connect it, or I'm gonna connect it. I'm gonna make a bandit town. It's gonna be like a bandit city almost, right here. Think of Thieves. What's that place called? Is it Thieves Landing in Red Dead Redemption? Thieves Landing. All the criminals that live there and shit. It'll be like that, except everything's gonna fucking kill you. Once again, mind my language. Everything's gonna kill you. It's not a nice bandit city. Okay, I'm gonna expand on that. Make some houses, make some buildings, add more purpose, add some pathways, connect everything, and make a bandit city. That's my idea for that. I gotta keep the idea as well. I think it's sick. We've also got random caves laid off across the map. Different, like a schematic. We have a saved, or I have a saved, couple of little dungeons, little caves, all laid around. There's a lot more I have to place, but there are some laid around, and they have loot in them, of course. Yeah, we've got this giant tree here, which I think is super cool. We're gonna make the bandit city, which is gonna be sick. There's just so much to talk about and so much to show. The map's also going off really far in this direction. There's actually some stuff I was doing that is really far, that it's like not even on the map. So it's getting really tricky. We're gonna have to start working within our boundaries, is the thing. We're gonna have to start working with what we have, or in our area, right? A little more. Try and figure it out, because the area, this is amplified. This is amplified, so there's mountains everywhere, there's canyons everywhere. You know, there's just giant stuff everywhere, right? Giant mountains. It makes it a really cool world, though. Don't even get me wrong. Okay, really cool world because of it. We've got another fortress right here. I was trying to remember where the other fortresses were. We've got one right here. We've got a fortress with a house in it. We've got a sawmill. We've got the stables I was talking about. We got the farm, the sawmill, Michael's house I was talking about. Market. We've got a cave there. We've got another house, I think. Got some bridges. We got the temple right there, which is where we spawn. That's the Temple of Cow. There's a maze under it as well. You go down into the depths of it. And there's going to be this huge maze you go through, and there's going to be a bunch of things to fight inside, and there's going to be a bunch of loot. Once again, really fucking complicated world. Once again, gotta mind my language, but this is going to be a really complicated world. Really complex. But it's also going to be pretty awesome, I think. Or that's the goal. That's the idea. I'm trying to make it pretty awesome. Not trying to, I am. Okay. So this is the hub. It's on top of a mountain, but it kind of sucks. It's kind of weird and random and stupid. Probably gonna get rid of it. It's kind of stupid. It kind of looks like ruins though. It's a place to kind of hang out. It's literally a hub. It's a place where there's 4 different podiums and they're all connected, all looking at each other. 4 different stands that you stand on. We all just look at each other. It's a place to, you know, just fucking walk around and, you know, if we're just in a call or something and just hanging out. It's a place to hang out while we're not building or going off and fighting shit, you know. That's the idea. It's basically like this giant ruin that I built custom. It is a bit wonky. You'll understand when I show you, but it's not exactly horrible. It used to be a lot worse. It used to be a pillar that went up to the top of the map and you could jump off of it and shit. But that was stupid, so we got rid of it. It's a lot shorter now, but it's still pretty cool. Not as cool, but you know, it's cool. It's a nice social spot to hang out and be stupid. I've probably forgot something because there's honestly so much. You know, oh, right here we've got you know, the main city, right? We've got the market, which is on Michael's side. Go past the wall, it's on my side. This is where the old map room was, right there. We've got, you know, just a bunch of nature-y shit going on here. We've got a giant tavern right here. We've got a sawmill. The sawmill, or the tavern and the sawmill are a very nice addition. I can't speak right now. They're a very nice addition. They add a very nice look to the town. There's still a lot more to add, of course. I'm gonna say that a million times, but yeah. I'll be sure to show you that as well. Like I said, I'm gonna show everything. So we've got the sawmill and the tavern right there. Really cool. And then you go through this tunnel almost. You go through this fortress almost. A bunch of walls. There's an entrance. You go through it, and you go to the east, going to the right. It goes into all these canyons. There's a whole bunch of giant mountains in this area we set up. So many mountains. It's just ranges of mountains with trees on them, right? And there's a bunch of canyons with rivers, right? So it goes off. It goes through a little tunnel, you know, through the fortress. And you come through an opening, and it leads you to a bank, it leads you to a general store, it leads you to an apartment that you can live in for pay. Of course, we've got, I think that's a manor slash just a big house. I think I live there maybe, I'm not sure. We've got a warehouse, we've got just a bunch of stuff under here that you can't see. And it goes off this way. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to connect. There's a lot to do. So much to do to make a really awesome world to just hop on and play. I think this is sick. Just gotta connect everything and make everything look really good and add, you know, a lot of loot and a lot of locations. Basically all of that connected all together, and that's what we're doing. Making just an awesome world. We're making our own custom Elder Scrolls game in literally in Minecraft. We're making our own game inside of Minecraft, which is kind of crazy. Which, you know, that does happen. You can literally make games in Minecraft, you know, like Skywars and stuff like that. It's kind of weird to say that, making a game in Minecraft, because, you know, it's been done before, but has this been done before? Has someone actually made an open world map to go and do quests and get currency and go fight things and explore and just go around and, you know, just explore the map and play it like you would play an Elder Scrolls game. That's kind of the idea. And it'll be really sick. And you guys have only seen a very tiny fraction of this, so there's a good chance you might have skipped through a lot of this talking. That's fine. But we're about to get into it, and I'll be, you know, just playing the map and going and looking around. Which I think I might be doing that right now. I think we've shown quite a lot. Quite a bit. So we're just going to get into it and actually start looking around and showing you guys. Because you guys have been dying to see the rest of the world. Because it's pretty sick. As a collective, everything together, it's very cool. I think it's very cool. Yeah, this is my castle I'm in right now. And I'm gonna keep my sword out, but we're gonna keep it a little bit cinematic here, so it looks nice here. We're not fighting anything right now, so we don't have anything to worry about. Yeah, as I was saying. Anyways, we're gonna go to sleep. Right, we're gonna go to sleep so that we don't get attacked by anything. Or I kind of do want to, you know, get attacked by stuff. It's just the phantoms; they're so annoying. You know what I'll do? I will not do anything. As I was saying earlier, there are these diving spots. Dive off right here. Oh. So this is the main city on my side. Just trying to, you know, make sure everybody isn't lost and making sure you guys get a feel for the world. This is what I was talking about. I don't want these guys bugging me. So what we're gonna do... Oh, fine. Here we go. We're gonna cheat a little bit here. We're gonna make these suckers go away, right? Oh, is it not night anymore? Oh, okay, cool. That's sick. That's so confusing. So, oh shoot. Okay. Also, I'm sure you guys have noticed we added our own music, which is the Elder Scrolls, you know, some soundtracks. And we've also got ambient sounds. So we have, you know, animals in the background. We have, you know, water. We have footsteps. We just have ambient sounds. It's a mod which makes everything sound a lot better. It literally just makes things sound a lot better. So let's go off this way to the northern forest, northern woods we were talking about, which is this way from the main city. Just gonna play it a little bit and go explore and show you guys around. Got a fortress up here. Got this watermill. It's not a sawmill. I said it was a sawmill earlier on Michael's side. That is a watermill. Got the fortress up there I was talking about. This is the wall dividing us. It's just there for, you know, lore reasons, I guess. It's just there because it's cool. Hello, chicken. Hello. Hello, Chikion. I wish you good luck, my friend. My friend Chikion, I wish you good luck in your travels, okay? I love you, Chikion. I love you. Okay, anyways. So we have this hole in the wall we can travel through. Leads to the... This actually leads to the Red Forest. Some caves here. This path leads to the Red Forest, which is actually different than the Northern Forest. Now we are in the northern woods right here. Just walk around a little bit. We got some caves. We got water. We got grass. We got trees. And we got loot. We got caves to go loot. Hell yeah. Not gonna go too far in here. The caves are not that developed. They have loot in them. And some of them have enemies, but that's about it. I'm gonna show you guys around the forest. God damn it. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Oh god, he's below me. This is one of the fortresses right here. Oh shoot. Whoa! You guys are shooting each other. What are you doing? You dummies? What are you doing? This is a bandit den right here. We got tents, we got enemies, we got loot. And of course, we got ourselves a place to sleep. I like this bandit den. It's pretty nice. I'd say it's pretty nice myself. Whoa! Hey, I'm flying here. I'm flying. Hey! I shot the pig. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, pig. I'm sorry, porky. So we got ourselves a secret little spot here. This little grove or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know. We got a little mountain, or not a little, but we got a mountain. We got a hill inside of the den with a house on top of it. We'll fly up here and show you guys. You go up here. We're on the front. Go inside. Got some enemies. We got some loot. Check this out. Bada bing, bada boom. Actually, I'm kind of flying around now. I shouldn't be taking the loot. Go down here. You got yourself a this sort of loot room, I guess you could call it. A whole bunch of loot in here. I got enemies. Just go wild. Keep going through here. This actually, by accident, I was able to connect this through another little grotto with a full loot. This place is full of loot, and I was able to connect it to that loot room, which was so cool. We actually have our first dungeon we can go through the entrance and out the exit, just like that, and that's so cool. I didn't even mean to do that, but it's so cool. You go in through here, do the whole dungeon, you go down, and then you exit through the back. Very cool. We've got Data's new house here, which is where he is living now. I don't know if he's going to change it up or not, but I think he's going to. I think he's going to make another house. Even though this is pretty cool. I don't know why he wouldn't want to live here. Pretty cozy. Has a nice front yard. You know, there's a lot more you could do with it. Doesn't just have to be a little house. You got the red forest over here, which I was talking about earlier. You got the red forest, and we've got the fortress, which is in the red forest. This is next to Michael's part right here that he's working on. This is right next to it. Go through the hole in the wall, and you go down this pathway. You know, you got yourself a creeper. You got yourself some caves. They can go explore. There's a cavern inside this mountain, which is super cool. I can show you that right now. We've got ourselves a cavern in here throughout all these caves. We've got this nice cavern, is what I'm calling it. a little bit too dark, but we've got, it's pretty cool, you know, it's a nice little underground oasis almost. There's something we can do with this, we can make it cooler. But it's an underground oasis, it's got loot, it's got enemies, it's really cool, I like it. You can go through here and it'll lead you up to the Red Forest. Which is right here. We'll finally go to day so we can actually see what's going on. The Red Forest. So the main city's over here for reference. That's where the main city is. We went. This is north. This is west. So the west passage is this way. We've got this trail leading into there. This is the Red Forest. From over there, of course. There's loot here. It's just a nice place to go explore. There's enemies to fight, and there's loot on this you can go get. You can swim out and go fight some enemies and get some loot. But yeah, this whole forest, you can just go around and loot and fight stuff, and you can also make yourself a trip to the fortress in the Red Forest. Head up this pathway, and it leads you up into here. This is another fortress. Got the house, it's got another dungeon, just like the other one. Very cool. And so from here, we can... I think we can go this way. I don't have everything connected, like I said, but we're going to the northeast, I believe. Yes, we are. We're at the Dungeon Tree, which will be the... This is going to be the Bandit City. There'll be a lot more buildings and whatever. Got the Dungeon Tree. It's really cool. There's a whole bunch of rooms going to the top. And up here, we have to fill it up a little bit and add some stuff. But there is enemies. You need to add loot and stuff like that. Up here, you can fight in the trees. You can literally fight in the trees against enemies. Along the branches and in the bushes. Or the leaves. Very cool. You can fight up in the tree and inside of it. Super cool. This is the Bandit Fortress, which is right next to it. Boss fight, like I was saying, you could have that right here. On this giant glass platform in the middle. You can have a huge fight right here. There's a bunch of spawners in every corner. You can fight a whole bunch of enemies here. There's going to be really good loot as well. We've got prismarine crystals, which are worth like, I think $50 actually. We've got 2 of those so far. We've got an eye vendor and we've got a prismarine crystal spawn here. That's about it. We've got another town going this way, I believe, which is the one Data and I are creating. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find it. I haven't made this trip that many times, but here we go. This is the small town that we are working on. It's still work in progress. A little house here. Got a bridge. We've got a map, because we gotta, you gotta know where you are. Got a map board we're gonna set up. House, 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 house. This is the upper area. I'm gonna put a couple of, we're gonna have a store right here. Could probably have another store right here. Actually, could have another one right here. This is really cool. Ah, fuck you, man. Sorry. This will lead to something. It doesn't lead to anything yet. Once again, work in progress. Lots to do. You can dive off right here. For obvious reasons, you can go gliding. And there's plenty of places to do that too as well. Or my brain talking is not working, but there's a lot of places where you can literally climb up this and you can just dive off and you can go flying. I'm gonna save us some time and just, you're supposed to climb up this. It's the same concept as the jump. They're like the jump platforms in Apex Legends. It's the same thing. Basically, you climb up here, And with the elytra, you can fly wherever you want. And there's a ton of different locations you can do that from, especially in the main city. There's a lot of places you can actually do that. You can dive off something and just fly wherever you want, and then do it again and again and again. There's a lot of places to do that. It's very cool. So let's go back. So let's go back to spawn, being the Temple of Cow, which has a maze under it. This is the Temple of Cow right here. It still needs to be developed. We haven't really done much with it. But you go down here and there's a maze. It's huge. Yeah, we got this whole area. This is Michael's side. I'm not going to look too much on Michael's side. Not right now, at least. Actually, maybe we will. We can go give it a quick look. This is Michael's house over here. We've got the market over here. Michael's house, or his first house. Blacksmith. We've got a little cottage. General store. Bridge. This is his castle. I haven't really looked inside yet. Oh yeah, he has a courtyard. You can go over here to a blacksmith. This is the inside of his house. Or his castle. Very cool. And you go through here. And this it's this whole wall. You can just walk across. Whole wall. It leads to over here. Go up here. Keep going. Right here, you can go down, which is very cool. That's I think, is that a new addition? I'm not really sure. But this is really cool how you can go up and down these pillars. This is inside of the front part of Michael's house, or his fortress, or city, or whatever he's gonna do in here. I think it's gonna be a city with his castle in it. This is the entrance. Got a bridge right here, goes backwards. What else we got? We've got the West Passage we could show you. Or we could go look at, sorry. So the West Passage, it starts at the watermill on Michael's side. Go down the whole path. It's, I'm gonna say mildly decorated. You go this way. There's a bunch of caves and stuff along the way as well. Keep going through here. Big long path. It's just making it to where you can explore the whole world and know where you are. You know, that's kind of the goal, you know, making a world. That's kind of how it goes. Yeah, you have this pathway. It leads all the way. This is the West Passage. It leads to town number 2, which was to the bottom left of the main city. But on this pathway, it looks very nice. Very nice scenery. It's a very long pathway. And this is like the main part of the West Passage. Like, sure, this trail is a part of it, but once you get up here, it leads into a canyon. You got a giant cave you can go explore down here. Very nice scenery. The trail just keeps going on. It goes that way. Off in this direction, it leads to the Mages Guild. And this is the Mages Guild right here. It's huge. It is huge. And it is awesome. You got all these walkways. You can walk along. This huge castle. You can just walk in here and I can give you guys a look. So yeah, we're going to connect it over there, and it's also going to go this way. And it's going to go along here. Going to go down. And it will connect to town number 2, which we were going to go look at. It'll connect to here, But we're gonna go back. We're gonna backtrack a little bit, and we're gonna follow through with the whole pathway. We're gonna actually go down the entire west passage, the entire pathway. Okay, the pathway's right here. We actually need to go back a little bit. So this is where we were right here. We go this way instead, which is the normal route. There will be something down there, I think. It's just a very odd, very cool looking area. Go up this pathway, it keeps going. We've got this whole area full of loot. There's a bunch of mountains you can climb up, and there's enemies, and there's caves. There's loot everywhere. Very cool. Keep going down. There's a bunch of ladders. It's a very, very steep part of the terrain. Path just keeps going. There's caves. Path goes this way. Very cool spot right here. We'll do something with. Got a nice dive spot like I was talking about. You jump down a spot and you can get some loot. Keep going through this. More caves. Mage's Guild. Simply follow the pathway, and it will lead us to town number 2. This is the front gate, which Michael made. This is pretty much the only thing Michael did for this this town. He made a very nice front gate, a nice front, a very nice front look for the town. It looks really cool. You come through this this pathway, and this is what you get. I cannot hit that skeleton. What is going on? Dude, stop strafing. Hey, stop strafing. I'm not ready for that. I'm too busy doing something. I'm too focused on what I'm doing to be PvPing right now. Or not PvPing, but PvEing. I'm too focused on the world and everything. It's just so awesome. You going here? I could not hit that guy. I really couldn't. I just could not like predict it. My mouse pad's kind of messed up. There's like something on it, and it's like it's pulling on my aim. So I need to hover a little bit. You go in here. This is the front gate. Very nice front gate. I love it. Kind of like the Riften front gate almost, which it might be. We need to put like a log gate right here, which you can walk through. That'll be really cool. You walk inside town too. You got this. It's like a watchtower connected to a general store. Go to the right. We have a couple of houses looking out on the water here, the lake. We got a bunch of houses. House. Mayor's house. That's my house. This is the inn, the tavern of this town. And there's actually a little twist on this inn. There's a little more to it. Go under into the basement. We got ourselves a witch's cave, a witch's den, which is underground under the inn. Hiding in plain sight. Very cool. They have these mushroom tree houses. There's cobwebs. It's a very nice looking cave. We got a nice little river creek running through here. Very cool. There's pumpkins lit up. It's so cool. We got witches in here. You seem kind of stuck there, mate. Are you stuck there, mate? Oh god, why would you do that, mate? Why would you do that, mate? Little secret spot for loot, which is actually right under the entrance, which is cool. To get out, I'm gonna stop saying but way to get out, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it's just right here. This is another exit that you can take right here. Just climb up here. You can get out the back, which is right behind the inn. Very cool. I'm gonna give you guys a look through the rest of the town. We've got the general store, which I added. It's like a western looking general store, but it does fit. Michael says it doesn't fit, and it kind of, I'm gonna say it kind of doesn't fit, but it looks totally fine to me. It looks totally fine. It looks cool. I like it. Got a general store right here. Looks very cool. You can't change my mind. You walk in. Yep. You keep on walking down here. We have the enchanted blacksmith right here. Got a diving spot. A jump. I'm gonna call it a jump post. Is what I'm gonna call it. A jump post. One of those. The enchanted blacksmith looks very nice. You don't actually go inside. This is where he lives. It's a nice 2-story. It's furnished and everything. And the blacksmith actually stands right here. You pay him right here. This is the forge. Go down here. You can see the prices for a enchanted diamond loadout, which is $750 for 750 emeralds. So $750 for one whole loadout, which is all your tools, a bow, armor, all enchanted to your liking. And it's also 90 emeralds per one piece or tool of armor, tool or armor. One piece, $90. It'll all add up to $750 or more or less. Go in here. We have a nice enchanting room, which you can go check out. This is where you will be doing all of your enchanting. There is lapis lazuli. There is armor. All of that is already available. So all you do is come down here. You get your loadout all created and made up. And you purchase it. And you're ready to go off and go mess some shit up. It is very expensive though. I'm going to add, I think, some sort of mine to this town right here. The idea. That's why that's right there. The marker. You've got my house right here. I thought it was really nice. I actually want to take a look at it. Got a window. Window. Looks very good. Going through here. Got a nice little mud room. Drop off box. Walk in here. It's very nice. Look at that. Look at this decoration. Now this town's a little bit weird. Not weird, but it's very, very naturey. A lot of nature in this tiny little town. It's not very tiny, but it's bigger than the one me and Data built. I really like it though. I do really like it. That's the end. Really like it. Mage's Guild is that way. So let me think. Where do we need to go next? So looking north from here. Looking north from here, which I think would be that way. I'm not really sure. It'll lead to me and Data's town number 3. Let me see. Where do we need to go next? Let me think. So we need to go look at. We need to look at the swamp area. We need to look at that, and we also need to look at maybe a couple more bandit dens that I missed. Okay, so that was kind of loud. What are we gonna look at next? We just have the main city to look at, actually. We have the main part. This is Data's old house. It leads down into a base. We have a nice place to eat and look out on in this park. We've got a general store. We've got the center part of town right here, which is overlooked by my castle that I live in. We've got the world map, little building up there, up on the mountain, where the world map is. It's just connected to this, as you guys saw. General store. Wait, that's the elytra store. This is not a general store. This is where you buy elytras. That is the general store right there. This is just a bridge. Got a house here. And going back through here, we have a very nice nature area. Going up through here. Place looks very nice. Very nice. We've got a stone generator. We can get stone or cobblestone from here. We've got a shack. This is a fast travel station. We've got the bandit den with the it's kind of like a rope bridge inspiration, but it's made of wood. It's like a rope bridge though, connecting two very little dens. It's basically one big den connected, or it's one big den when it is connected, but it's two little dens that are connected on mountains across from each other, which was super cool, overlooking this river. Super cool. With the trees inside of it as well. Go up in here. Got ourselves a little shack. We got enemies. We got loot. We got a bridge. We got a lot of arrows. Go across the bridge. Leads to another one. It's a bit smaller. It's just loot and, you know, nice place to go check out. We've got a bandit hideaway right here. This is a bandit hideout, I'm gonna call it. Because it is a little hideaway. He's you know, he's hidden in this forest. You know, this dense forest. He's hidden away. You know, look at this. Really cool though. Head inside. We got a lake. Of course, we got a tent. We got a fire to sit by. Got enemies' beds. You know, tents. And you go back here. We've got a bit of a lock room. I'm gonna call it, or a loot room. It's all locked up behind this door. There's a bunch of loot in here. But of course you will have to fight your way through some guys first. Go from here. This is where the town continues to go to the east, to the right. This is the manor house I was talking about. This is a warehouse. This is a random weird house. I don't even know what this is. This is a nice nature area to sit. Go up in here. It's kind of like a lookout, which connects to this. Another lookout. Basically, it's a lookout that isn't very good. And it keeps going that way, and it's just a bunch of pathways in a very, very pretty place that I can do something with. Very pretty place. But, going that way to the east. Just a lot of pathways and stairs. There's a lot I have to do over there. There's not really anything there. We've got another house down here. Bunch of pathways connecting and leading through here, which I thought super cool right here. This shot. You go through here. And it leads you to the back part where I was talking about the fortress you go through to get like into the mountains part. It's hard to explain. This is the back part, which is also to the east. There's a house here. Keep going. Still needs to be developed. This is another empty house. General store. The apartment I was talking about, or not apartment, but it will be an inn, I guess. Because, you know, I think that is what it would be, an inn. Place you can rent a room. There's no bar or anything, but it is a place to rent a room. That's about it. Got a portal here for no reason. I didn't even put that there. We've got whatever this is. Really cool. We're gonna turn this into something eventually. Be a really cool fort or a really cool dungeon to go raid. Got the bank right here. This is what I was talking about, the like the passage to the east and to the rest of the town, which is back here. We got a town up here, or a building up here. You go through here. You've got the sawmill, log storage right here. Castle's right there for reference. We've got a big platform. This is literally just a platform that you can stand on for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people could stand here and just look off, and this would be a good social hub right here. Actually, I could add some tables and some chairs. We've also got the top of the castle. It leads up here, up to the top of the mountains. And up on the top of the mountains, we got the hub over here, which is really weird. Actually, it's not that bad now. It really isn't that bad. This is the hub I was talking about. We've got the Elytra dock, I guess we'll call it, or Elytra diving spot. I don't even know what to call it. Can't remember what I called it, but this is a spot to dive off of with your Elytra. You can get across the map from up here. Very good. It's very helpful if you want to get somewhere really quick. It's almost always a better idea to go up there and just fly across the map than to walk it yourself. But it's always up to you. It's whatever you want to do. So from here, what do we look at? Okay, I know what we do have to look at. We have to go northeast. Oh, there's a raid. What? Huh, they're raiding my village. They're raiding my village. So we go back here. And now that I remember, we have... This is the Northern Woods, a part of it. This is another bandit den with a bridge. Has some tents, really cool. And this is where it leads off to the east, where there's nothing, just pathways and light. This pathway right here, it's a lit up pathway that leads to the swampy area. So you go through here, keep going through, and it'll lead you to the swamp. I don't know what to call it yet, but we'll have a name. Like the swamplands. So you walk down the pathway, and it leads you to this. Now, this is a really cool custom area we made. This is where the fortress used to be. There's a lot of flowers, I'm sure you can tell. There is too many flowers. I had to put down grass, right? What is your problem? I had to put down grass, and it ended up putting 1,000,000 flowers, so I have to break like hundreds of flowers, like by hand, so that's gonna be fun. We have to break all those flowers, but this is a really nice area. This is a really nice area. Got a giant mountain right here, overlooking this swamplands, all the lakes and all the swampiness and whatever, all the swampiness. Yeah, once all the flowers are gone, we're gonna do something with this. I don't know if we're gonna keep this naturey and, you know, just add dungeons and caves around, or because we do want to have some very nice open areas as well. We want to have nature areas. We want to have dungeons. We want to have cities. You know, we're gonna have the whole 9 yards. Gonna have everything. So I added in this lake right here artificially, and these mountains and the landscape. Everything here was made by hand, right here, in this box almost. You can kind of see where the box is. We put a bunch of little mountains, a bunch of big mountains. The mountains were my idea. That one needs to be touched up actually. That one is unfinished. Doesn't look horrible, but it does need to be fixed. There's a bunch of pathways going all the way through all the swamplands as well. It's not updated on the map. I still have to do that. But just you can see how you can be walking through this and it looks awesome. Turn up your render distance a little bit and you'll be able to see all the mountains around. You can see the whole area and it'll be sick. Look at this. Still a work in progress, but it's a really, really beautiful area. Look at that. We have more mountains over here we made. We have a giant mountain that Michael made. And I put a bunch of little mountains around it. Around this whole area. That's a huge mountain, which I think we're going to make bigger. Just a part of the area. Part of this this landmass is what we're calling it. Just this giant landmass in the swampy area. This is the underground city, which we can actually go look at. I almost forgot about that. We have the underground city. We've got a mountain over here looking over the swampland. Yeah, this is about it. There's going to be more additions. There's going to be changes. We got some bridges right here connecting all the swamplands over here. We've got a pathway going all the way through here. See, this is the kind of stuff I have to do, and then we have to touch up the entire area. Or usually I. But here's a pathway going through these entire swamplands. Around this giant lake, which has an underground cave in it, I think. I tried to put those around in this area. A lot of underground caves. It'll be super cool. You can walk around the entire swampland. You can look at the. You can go around the entire lake, which I think is super cool. You can go around the entire lake, and all of it leads back to the same place. Of course, we'll be expanding once again in every direction. Things are going to get much huger. Things are going to be much different very soon, I imagine. But yeah, I mean, we have the underground city to look at, and that is about it. I can't really... Okay, we need to go to town number 2, and I need to show you guys a couple of castles, and I think that's about it for now. So this is the underground city. You go here. Oh, Deep Delver. Dude, that is so cool. That'll be a new guild. This is a new idea right here. The Deep Delver Guild. This was put here by someone else. This was someone else's idea. So this is a guild. So basically this is a guild for going deep delving, you know, and fighting stuff and looting dungeons. This is like a dungeon delving guild. That is super cool. We'll have a dungeon delver guild. Or a delving guild. A delver? We'll call it delver? I don't know. Hey, don't do that. Yeah, we've got this whole city here. Really cool. It's super in-depth as well. A lot of buildings and it's all very close together. Everything's very detailed. This used to be lava right here and I changed it to water. I think it looks a lot nicer as water, doesn't it? We've basically got ourselves a nice fort slash castle inside of the underground city, which is super cool. I think this is where I'm gonna live, just because it looks pretty sweet. I mean, come on, look at it. Or maybe I'll have to buy it eventually or something, you know? Something like that. You'll be able to buy property. There's just so many little houses in this place. There's so many. There's probably like 30 or 40 buildings in this underground city. There's so many. All of them are in this tiny little city, this little area. We got a sewer going around the whole area. Super cool. I love this addition to the world. It's very, very cool. And there's going to be so many different things like this in the world. The idea is to make everything as cool as this. You have like a mushroom garden. But this is just so cool. I want everything in this world to be as cool as this. That is a goal for this project. I'm going to keep on working on this project. And we'll see where it goes. And I'm going to make videos on it as well. I'm actually going to play the world and actually record it and play it myself. And put that out and record that. That'll be that'll be a lot of fun to record. A lot of fun to watch, I hope, as well. Because it's a really, really cool world. There's a lot of really cool stuff we can do with it. So many cool video ideas that we can do. You can have, you know, duels and arenas and there's also the chasm I have to show you guys as well. So now that I remember, I made this giant void. It's not like a void, but it's like a giant chasm. I don't really know how else to explain it. Right here, you go in. Leads down here. Then it goes down here. We have this whole area. Let me go back up here. So pretty much, this whole area is a place to fly around and duel and just fly around and fight things down here as well. And fight things, you can loot, you can fly around. This is a really, really cool area. It's almost like the what is a really, really, really big underground system in Skyrim? Where there's Falmer and there's ruins and it's underground and it's huge and it's open. There's chorus and it's all glowing. There's dwarven stuff. Like that whole area, it kind of reminds me of that. Except Minecraft. It's just a giant open area full of creatures. A giant underground cave, you know what I mean? We jump off here and we can just fly around. We can literally fly around. You have to go creative here for a second. So pretty much what you do, just for right now, I'm going to give myself some food. So what you do is you get rockets, right? Get yourself some rockets. And you're basically able to just fly around here at your own will. And me and Cole, we're actually the ones who we lit the place up. We added the pillars. We also added detail in one of the areas. Yeah, we added the pillars. The pillars were my idea partially. He had this this other idea which was really bad, and this is what I came up with. This is the compromise I made up with for his not so good idea. But yeah, there's a little bit more to this area. You can't just fly around. You can also duel your friends. You can, you know, use tridents. The tridents that come back to you with the enchant. You can make the tridents come back to you after you throw them. So you just fly around and you throw tridents at each other. And it's actually fun. Or you can do whatever you want. You can just fly around. Or, since we're so cool, me and Data can fly through here. You can come back out. Let me do that again. Let's go through here. You fly through here. And you do it again. Let me try it again. Oh yeah, this is it. This is actually that was right. Then you go across. And you go through the bottom and up. Then you go right back through. Ah! Go right through. Ah! Or you can go through the top. If you're a hipster, you can go through the top, even though it's a lot better to go through the bottom. I'm just saying. But isn't this just so cool? You can just fly around and do trick shots and shit. Epic trick shots in Minecraft. Go through the bottom, come out the top. And when you come out the top, you go over here. Oh, it stopped on its own. That wasn't supposed to happen. Uh-oh. Yikes. What? I can't do it. It won't let me fly. My elytra's broken. Oh, God. My elytra. Ow. So yeah, that's the chasm, and that is actually gonna wrap up the entire world. That was the entire world. I believe. I may have missed a little bit. I didn't really go fully in depth on a few areas, but I did show the area. But yeah, this is our own custom Elder Scrolls, Oblivion, Skyrim, Morrowind. This is our own Skyrim in Minecraft, and it's super cool. With the added ambient sounds in the background, with the added soundtrack music, with the better sound effects, with the shader. I'm on the high setting, and I adjusted some settings as well in my actual settings. I made it run a lot better. I'm running on the high version on Silder's shader, and it looks very nice. I might try something different like Chocopic. I haven't really tried it, so I don't know if it's good or not. But I'll give Chocopic a try as well. It looks realistic, but it also looks really good from what I've seen. But that's literally it. I mean, we actually could go look at the sawmill and the tavern. And that will actually wrap it up. You got the sawmill here. I honestly don't know what this is. Got pillars in the town. I didn't really show off. Got pillars everywhere. We got the sawmill. Or lumber mill. Logs out back. And this was a total accident, but it actually led. I made this area like a month before I made the lumber mill. And I'm like, I'm gonna make a storage area. So I dig back here, and there's already a storage area here for me. And I'm like, what are the chances of that actually happening? I accidentally put a storage room there, and a month later I built something there, and I accidentally connected it by total chance. It's just a lot of really cool stuff like that has happened in the world so far, just by accident. But that's a sawmill. You can take a look at it. Or lumber mill. And right here, at the top of the town, we got the tavern. You can go up top and you can sit. You go out back and climb up. Going through the front, you got yourself this. And you've got this. Got empty rooms. Got a storage room in here. But that is actually the entire world, and that is going to wrap it up. And honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm pretty tired. My throat, my voice, I haven't really done this much commentating in a while, and it feels good. It feels really good to be talking and making a video like this in such a long time. Feels good. Yeah, this is the castle right here. If you guys want to take a look at it, this is the first build on the entire map right here. This castle is where I live. First build. And yeah, very, very cool. I love it. I love this castle so much. You just look at it. Just look at it. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, that's gonna... I believe that is gonna wrap up. Let me see here. Yeah. Like right here. Wait, 1 second. Okay. That is gonna wrap up the tour of our... I don't know what this project is called yet. Like, I don't know what to call this project. It doesn't have a name yet, I guess, but this is our world that we're working on, and it is based on the concept of... It's basically its own Skyrim, you know? It's our own world to explore, and, you know, there's creatures to fight, there's dungeons, there's cities, you know, it's medieval and whatever. It's to a good theme as well. Yeah, this is only a work in progress. This is the first tour of the world I've done in a really long time, and it has changed dramatically from the last time I made a video on this world. It has changed dramatically, and that was the goal, because I spent a lot of time. Michael spent some time as well. I spent a lot of time just grinding on this world and building it, and just ignoring the videos and just making a really awesome world to make videos in. You know what I mean? Or just a really awesome world to play and have fun in. Like, it's actually fun to just walk around and just hit stuff and shoot stuff with a bow and, you know, get loot and explore. It's cool. And the world's only going to get much bigger and much more complicated and much more detailed. And I'm honestly super hyped. I've never been this hyped about Minecraft. You know, I've played Minecraft before, plenty of Minecraft, but I've never been more hyped than this world, this project. So cool, so much fun. And I'd love to see where it goes, and I'd love to see people actually grabbing attention or grabbing interest on this project as well. Or on the videos I'm going to make on it, and the process, and, you know, just the whole world. I hope people are interested in this as much as I am, because it's going to change and get better, of course. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this. This is the entire... I'm pretty sure that's, you know, pretty much the entire world. You know, everything important. I probably forgot something, you know. But hopefully you guys did enjoy that. That was our tour of our own Elder Scrolls world in Minecraft. The Elder Scrolls in Minecraft, Skyrim in Minecraft, you know? That was it. That's it. Like, we're done here. You can click off the video now or something. I don't know, if you want. You know, you don't have to. You don't want to click off the video, you don't have to, but that's about it. Okay. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you guys enjoyed this tour and you guys are interested and you guys would like to see me do a lot more with this world, let me know. Drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, do something cool, be a cool person. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you join me on this project.